I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Trinity Watson.
This is the Darkslinger Mafia 31 Days of Halloween, where we're going to be taking a look at a title that's a horror book, a Halloween special, something that features ghosts, goblins, demons.
Clowns. Not in this case, though.
No, psychics in this case, I guess.
Yeah.
And a ghost?
Something.
Yeah. Phantom on the Scan, #1 by Colin Bunn and Mark Torres. I think this means the cover's by Dave Sharp.
That's what I would
Published by Aftershock, which does do quality books. I'm not sure I want to call this book quality.
Right.
But I'm not really sure what I think about it yet, so I'm interested to get your take on it.
Yeah.
The first page, we have a QR code to go to a song to listen to.
Yeah, so it's interesting because it's kind of like one of those techno mix songs, I guess I would say. I'm not familiar with the genre. You don't have to listen to it to enjoy the comic. It kind of just...
Does it add anything to the comic to listen to it? Because I didn't listen to it and you did.
Yeah, not really. It's just kind of ambiance, honestly.
Okay. Is it something that goes along with the comic if you read it at the same time as listening to the song?
Not really. Yeah, it's just kind of for fun.
So it's not Pink Floyd Wizard of Oz type thing. Okay. So issue 1 is The Night the Comet Fell. And I guess this is a comet falling, right? Mm-hmm. And it looks like it killed people, maybe?
I either killed them or they all fell asleep. Something happened.
You think she just fell asleep?
Right underneath the truck? Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know if she's supposed to be dead or not. These people got in a car accident. Maybe it just caused mass narcolepsy. Mm-hmm. I like a lot about the artwork in this, but I do not like this.
Yeah.
This just looks like a photo with a Photoshop filter over it. Mm. I don't like that kind of stuff in comics. This looks pretty good all in all, though. But I have no idea what any of it means.
Yeah, it never tries to explain anything to the reader.
No. Somebody is drowning, I guess.
Yeah, some captions or something would have been nice.
Is the boy the comet?
Maybe.
You see him going in the water and there's like a comet trail over here by the highway, which I don't like the way that highway is done either, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's weird photostatting done in this. Mm-hmm. It's not done particularly well, and it's just kind of randomly in there. I do like the experimentation with the panel borders in this, though.
Yeah, that sequence looks pretty cool to me.
Yeah, it looks cool, but I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
So then in Atlanta now, not that we know when then was exactly, right? Mm-hmm. Keanu Reeves wakes up.
Keanu Reeves?
He kind of looks like Keanu Reeves. Look at him.
No, you're not wrong.
And he's being spoken to by somebody, but we don't know who yet.
Yeah.
And talking about how he should be able to control his dreams by now.
Mm-hmm. The artwork does something kind of interesting in this, where a lot of the shading looks like thumbprints or fingerprints. And it's really weird.
What do you mean?
So if you take a look behind these panels right here with how I'm guessing that's drawn in. I don't think that's a scan off of an actual fingerprint.
Okay.
The way that it patterns are looks like fingerprints.
Okay.
And you can kind of see that in the characters' faces too.
I think you looked at that in far better detail than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the reflection on the glass in that. Mm-hmm. That's something the artist did a really good job on. That's something I've noticed a lot when working with artists is that reflections in glass and mirror are really hard for a lot of people to do.
Yeah. Just
the fact that it's the shape of somebody without having any real detail, I think works really well in that. Mm-hmm. And then we discover he's talking to a dead boy.
Yeah.
But he also thinks the kid is a figment of his imagination and tells him that it proves that he's a figment because he's losing his definition and he barely knows what he looks like anymore. Mm-hmm. He can barely remember.
Yeah. This is the best example of the thumbprint, by the way, how it has.
Oh, I can see what you're talking about. Okay. Huh. Now I'm wondering how that was created.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was just some sort of shading thing, but it does actually look like a fingerprint right there.
Yeah. No, the art does some pretty interesting stuff. It's just...
Yeah, it's interesting art. There are things I definitely don't like about it, but all in all, it is interesting. I like that all the borders in this are black. Mm-hmm. That conveys that this is a dark story rather well. My main problem with it is it's confusing as hell.
Yeah, it does not explain anything to you.
Yeah. Who you were, and this is why I'm thinking, like, is he a comet or something?
Yeah.
Is the little ghost boy the same as the comet that was coming down?
Is the little ghost boy a version of him that's now dead?
I don't know. Because I don't know if this is young Keanu Reeves or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I really don't know. And in parts, he kind of looks like Gerard Butler.
You're right. Oh my god.
Yeah, all in all, we got some buildings that are okay looking.
Yeah.
They look like they belong in this world enough, but it does look all very photo traced to me. Mm-hmm. This panel does not work for me whatsoever. I know you need to get the idea that this guy is downing pills, but there would be so many more effective ways that you could be doing it than making it look like he's just throwing pills into his mouth like it's a chasm of some sort.
Yeah.
That looks so weird. Everything about these two panels looks weird. Mm-hmm. Also, I have no idea who this guy is.
I don't either.
But he is picking up on signals from somebody, and I do really like the line work that's done around him. I think that's cool, and I like the screaming heads behind him. All of these words are going on same time that are going through his head, you'd assume. And the Wi-Fi isn't working is repeated like a bunch of times. Did you notice that?
I didn't.
Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure it is. The Wi-Fi is out again. Where else did I see it? The Wi-Fi is out again. Yeah.
Huh.
People being obsessed about the Wi-Fi going out seems like something you would be picking up on.
Yeah.
And then his head explodes. Or at least I think it's him that his head explodes. In theory, it's this guy who did it, I would guess? Or is that just a coat that's just hanging there?
I think that's a coat that's
the artwork there. Is not clear enough in these scenes to be able to tell exactly what's going on. But that is a cool image.
Yeah, that's probably the only image I really like. So the other two pages also had this problem where there's some kind of filter over these where it gives it a weird blurry look to the artwork that I don't like that much.
Yeah. Yeah, so then the guy goes into therapy where he's become Peter Dinklage.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of his silhouette right here?
Is it just me, or do the faces look photo reference each and every time and he looks like a different actor? Because this panel right here, that looks like Peter Dinklage. It really does.
Yeah.
What I think
of just morphing through all of the famous actors of the moment.
Yeah. What I think of what?
The silhouette right here.
I didn't even notice it when I was reading it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any relevance to anything, right?
I don't think so.
That silhouette doesn't wow me, and it's too close to the gutter of the page for me to even really notice it, to be honest. Mm-hmm. So, despite the fact that he thinks the little boy is a figment of his imagination, he apparently can tell him to go into this guy's head.
Yeah.
And get the information. And the information he wants is who the other psychics are. The psychiatrist was trying to convince him psychics aren't real, but then he is just instantly able to get it through from his head because apparently he's been working with multiple psychics.
Yeah.
It would be nice to know if he's in forced psychiatry for a reason, and there's some sort of reason that this guy would have multiple psychic patients.
Right.
That would be nice to know. It seems like the storytelling on these pages isn't very good.
No.
It's like you don't know how or why of anything going on here. And it doesn't feel like a mystery so much as it kind of comes across as sloppy, honestly.
Yeah.
So then he sends the ghost out to find various people who have psychic abilities like he does. And he goes around, he finds them. Mm-hmm. Doesn't really have any big journey or anything like that. He just appears where these people are. And then he somehow tells them to come meet him at a restaurant where he's back to Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And then they show up. They start talking to him. And I guess he wants to become Professor Xavier.
Something.
That's the only thing I'm really getting here. Because he's just gathering together the gifted people, but you don't know why.
Yeah.
You don't know what the point is. I do like the silhouette of them coming in through the door.
This is really good. These two are not. I think the facial anatomy needs a lot of work in this.
I like the stylization of the artwork.
Yeah.
There are things in it that look too photo-referenced for me.
Right.
And then the things that don't look photo-referenced don't match with the other artwork. And that's kind of the problem. Yeah. Like, if his face was drawn in this sort of style throughout the whole thing, I think it would be better than it coming across as photo-referenced at times.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to deal with it, if that makes sense. So they're trying to convince him they're not psychics, even though he knows they are. And then some random diner just has his head explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why. I don't understand why. I don't get why.
Mm-hmm. I hate the sound effect in the middle of the gore.
Yeah, I can get that too. It doesn't need a sound effect.
No.
There's nothing about this, or for that matter, on the previous head explosion. Mm-hmm. Which page was that?
A little bit further.
Couple pages back.
Yeah, right there.
That's not needed either.
No.
Yeah, and since we don't know what's skittering anywhere in this, that's not really needed either, unless it's going to have a payoff.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's skittering. I have no idea what that sound effect even relates to. That's why I thought maybe this was supposed to actually be some sort of entity or something.
Right.
Was because there's this unexplained sound effect.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen again.
No.
For anything.
No. No, because it doesn't happen with his head exploding, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, and then this thing comes out, and I guess this must be what was making the sound effect. Because, yeah, it is, in fact, making something similar to that. Mm-hmm. We just forgot, because, quite frankly, it's not really interesting enough to remember, even though I just read this like a half hour ago.
Yeah. It's not the fun kind of forgettable that we discussed in the Spawn comic that we covered.
Right. And then the Ghost Boy, or Comet Boy, whatever he is, tells him that this is what's coming for all of them. So if it's coming for them, why did it burst this random guy's head open at the diner?
Yeah.
Why wasn't it in one of the psychics? Like, that doesn't make much sense to me.
No.
Maybe this would make sense if we stuck with it and read more issues.
Right. But
and I don't know what exactly this is. Spontaneous combustion. I'm guessing this is things related to each of these characters. But I don't even know what these characters' names are or anything.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really help. Yes, it did list some of their names. But, I didn't commit them to memory. That's for sure. So it's kind of cool back matter in a way. But it doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, for a first issue, this doesn't really sell you on the series itself. It doesn't hook you in.
Do either of these ads work on you?
I like all of the stuff down here on Eden. I wouldn't say that anything else really works on me other than like the cool little, I don't know, dead guys or costumes, whatever those things are.
Yeah.
I don't really like the look of Silver City, so...
I don't know.
No.
I do like that they list all these things that are coming out. That's nice. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a a boring looking layout though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, gives us who the creators are, which we don't really need pictures of people who create the comics. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I don't like that ad.
You don't? I actually kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid cute. She's reading Animosity, which, if you don't know what Animosity is about, it's a world where all of a sudden all of the animals gain sentience. And she's reading at a campfire with a bunch of animals behind her and it's telling you to read dangerously. I didn't read all of this. I don't know what everything says right there, right?
Yeah.
But the whole idea that all of this is going on behind her and that they're looking over her shoulder, looking at what she's reading while she's reading by a campfire, and that's the book she's reading. I actually think that's kind of cute. Yeah. Kind of like stupid fun, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that ad works on me. I get why it doesn't work on you, though, if you've never read Animosity.
Right, which I haven't.
Yeah, so overall, cool cover. Mm-hmm. Artwork, I would say, is cooler than not in most places.
Right.
Looks a little bit too photo reference for my taste in quite a few of the places. Not quite stylized enough in a few of the places, but the writing is confusing as hell.
Yeah, there's not even much writing to go off of per se, because there's not that many captions. There's not enough dialogue that's actually telling you anything.
And the fact that it's called Phantom on the Scan makes me think that Colin Bunn really just wanted to do a comic where people's heads were exploding like in Scanners.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah. So, you got anything else?
No.
All right, let's go make some comics. Looking for something to read this Halloween season? Darkslinger Comics has you covered. Check out Ghost Assassin, a supernatural crime comic. Issue number 1 is currently available, and a color edition as well as a limited edition black and white raw copy that features Joel Kotajar's pencils and the lettering only. There's also a raw edition available for issue number 2. We're currently completing the inks and coloring stages on issue number 2. Can't wait to read it? You can pick up the A story in the cards as a mini comic. Issue number 3 is also available in the raw edition. Vampires more your thing? Check out Chronicles of Von Helsing. This story features the world's oldest blood feud, the Von Helsings versus vampire kind. Issue number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all available, as well as the Sally mini comic and the newest addition to the Chronicles Von Helsing lineup, Blood Will Out by Tony Morgan. This is the last time Chronicles Von Helsing issues number 1 through 5 in the Sally special will be offered in this format. We're almost sold out of the remaining copies. The next time it sees print is going to be as a colored edition hardcover. Vampires and supernatural crime not your thing? Check out Who Will Save the World. All of these issues are available online on Darkslinger.com, on our eBay store. You can order digital editions through our Patreon. Most of the comics mainstream spinner racks have these titles in stock as well. Are you a retailer and you're interested in stocking Darkslinger products? Get a hold of Comics Mainstream. Comics Mainstream is the exclusive distributor for Darkslinger Comics.